Hello, my friends. Welcome back. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Sana. If what you see here encourages you and motivates you, I would love to have you along on my journey. So if you feel moved to hit that subscribe button, I would love to have you. I'm going to go ahead and share, just like I did last time and continuing on in this pregnancy, what I eat in the week. As you all can see, and for those that don't know me already or that do know I like to keep things very simple. It does not have to be expensive to do this way of eating when it comes to keto, ketovore, carnivore, and your ketovore, carnivore journey does not have to look like anybody else's, whether it's anything you see on social media or whether you see another influencer. Do it your own way. Accustom it to your body, to your goals, to what you want to heal. As you can see, even with me incorporating some seasonings, incorporating dairy, I still was able to have good enough healing that my body was able to basically conceive a child without the assistance of an infertility specialist. And I was able to basically do that in a year mark time of doing the carnivore way of eating. I do have few little snippets that I did not give too much explanation of what I ate. I had like an air fried ribeye steak, 2 of them. That does not really need much explanation when you get to have a air fried ribeye steak. Pretty much the video is self-explanatory. We did go out for carne asada. So we went to a Mexican restaurant. Thankfully, they only simply just season the carne asada with just salt and they grill it at the Mexican restaurant we go to. They did forget to leave off the rice and the refried beans. So you're going to hear me saying thank you to the waitress because she brought me a side dish because I asked for sour cream and some shredded cheddar cheese. So she was able to bring me a plate's worth of that. And I was able to also get another plate from her to go ahead and push off the rice as well as the refried beans. So I was fully stuffed. They were 2 substantial good pieces of carne asada. That is my favorite to get. We don't eat out very often at all, but even on my keto journey, the 4 years that I was keto prior to this 1 year of carnivore, I absolutely loved getting the carne asada. I did have to stay away from their fajita because when it comes to their fajita, they do use vegetable oil for the sauteing and the sizzling. So definitely ask when it comes to your local restaurants. Don't feel afraid to ask if they would like your business, especially your repeat business. They would not mind you asking questions like that. You know, you could even tell them that it's due to allergy, and you don't have to tell them that it's like a dietary or a food restriction. You can actually say it's an allergy because then they take it a lot more serious. So that is just my suggestion to you. So that's what I went with, and I was fully stuffed and satisfied with it. It was more than enough. It was all that I needed. As you can see, I'm still continuing on with the avocado. Still not causing me any hindrances at all. I was thinking on what my next possible reintroduction is going to be. For me, I kind of want to stick to something that is going to be something that is within season. So my husband did discuss with me because here in Florida, we do have a strawberry festival that comes up in the month of February. So he was wondering if berries, especially strawberry, would be the next thing that I'm going to experiment with. I am not for certain as of yet, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'm going to see how that goes. So that's to be continued. I have not narrowed it down as of yet, but I have decided that come the month of February, I'm going to start reintroducing another item that would more so be keto and not carnivore. Then the other thing I wanted to update you all on, I was very nervous because with my insurance being a private insurance, the OBGYN office that I go to, they do things a little bit different. So even though I'm only anywhere from like 5 to 6 weeks into my pregnancy, normally if someone is on the state insurance, so for example, Medicaid, they don't do, the office had told me that they don't do the glucose test until about the 20-week mark. But with me having private insurance, they are going to do all of my blood work at the end of this month. So pretty much with me being about anywhere from like 7 to 8 weeks in to this pregnancy is when they're going to do my blood work. So that is going to include the glucose test. I question that with the nurse and I try to find out because I do not want to partake in drinking the sugary glucose drink because obviously I've been keeping from sugar all these years, especially through my keto journey. I've been 5 years away from sugar and I just don't feel the need to be drinking that sugary drink. I want to take things seriously because I am pregnant. So respectfully, I ask them what options they have available for their patients in their office. And I kind of have, it come across with an approach to them. Like I am trying to work with them and not trying to make like a demand. So thankfully the nurse said it is totally my option. It is my body. It is my pregnancy. So they were very open to giving me some options. So she did say, and she did suggest a blood glucose kit where I can basically get off of Amazon the glucose meter and what I would need for a 2-week amount of testing when it comes to test strips and the Lancet needles. It comes the full on kit. So thankfully she did say I can just go ahead and log testing my blood sugars for a 2-week period and I would just have to test 4 times a day and to submit that log to the OBGYN doctor when I have my office visit. So thankfully I already ordered it. It's set to come tomorrow morning. And for the next 2 weeks, I'm just going to go ahead and log my sugars and handle it that way. And that's going to allow me to avoid that drink, that glucose drink. So for anyone out there that is nervous or afraid, talk to your doctor's office. There are usually options available. You do not know unless you ask. So do not have any fear of asking because without the asking, I wouldn't be able to have this other option that I'm able to be using. So it was definitely beneficial to speak up and let them know, basically as a patient, what I need to do for me and for myself and what I feel is best for my pregnancy and my health. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this short and we'll get right into the meals that I had this past week. And as always, I appreciate you all. I want to thank you all for watching and I will catch you all on the next one. Take care, my friends. Hello, my friends. It's Saturday, January 6th. It's a little bit after 1:30 p.m. and I'm going to go in with my first meal. I just have an egg scramble with some ground lamb and as well as a leftover ribeye steak that I just chopped up and just kind of skilleted it all together, seasoned with some red mint salt. But this is going to do me for this first Saturday meal. Thank you so much. Hello, my friends. It is Sunday, January 7th. I'm going in with my first meal. First meal is going to be super, super easy. We had some leftover egg scramble. This was the egg scramble that I had some leftover ribeye that I added into it. I added some sauteed ground lamb and some Gouda cheese was added to it. I have 2 air fried hot dogs, a leftover, this is the last of it, a lamb skewer. And on the side, I have just a small amount of the clean ingredient Daisy sour cream, as well as the option that I'm still reintroducing at current time, which is the avocado mash with some of the egg in it. And this is what's going to do me for this first Sunday meal. All right, friends, for this Sunday night's dinner, I'm going to go in with some of these chicken nugget bites. I just put them in a silicone pan like this. It is a mix of 2 cans of chicken and 1 cup of mozzarella cheese that I shredded from the block, as well as 2 eggs. Simply just mixed it all up. 350-degree Fahrenheit oven, and it took about 20 minutes. If you want it a little bit more crisp, definitely add a little bit more time, but to kind of get it to this texture that I have here, that is how long it took. So I'm going to go ahead and just enjoy some of these, and that's going to do me for this Sunday night. Hello, my friends. It's Monday, January 8th. I'm going in with my first meal. I'm going to do this kind of quick because I got to get back to work. But I just have 2 hot dogs that I air fried, and I heated up in the air fryer, kind of crisp them up. It's those leftover chicken and cheese bites that I made last night. So this is the leftovers. As I've always mentioned before, we are definitely part of the Waste Not Want Not Club. So I'm going to go ahead and use up the remaining leftovers, and I will update you all of what I'm fixing to have come dinner time. Monday night's dinner. Hello, my friends. It's Tuesday, January 9th. I'm going in with my first meal. I just have a really simple meal here. I have some leftover ribeye steak that I simply just chopped up. I first did my eggs. I have these beautiful eggs that we just recently started purchasing at Costco. So I want to say we've bought it about like 3 or 4 times now, but the yolks are absolutely beautiful. I'm going to show you the packaging in just a little bit. But I first dealt with my eggs, just did it with some butter and salted with some Redmond salt. And then I tossed in, while the pan was still hot, my leftover ribeye steak. And once it was done, I went ahead and I salted it again with some Redmond salt. And I just have a few of this Wisconsin extra sharp cheddar cheese on the block that I just purchased from Aldi. It's super cheap. I believe it's like $1.99, and that's US dollars. And these are the beautiful eggs that we've been purchasing from Costco. They are heirloom, fresh, free range, all blues is what they're called, because I don't know if you could tell with this lighting, but they have this blue tint to them. Am I someone that makes a big deal about what eggs I get, whether they are blue tinted like this, heirloom eggs, brown eggs, just standard, the cheap white eggs? It does not really matter to me. These, I just absolutely love just the look of them, especially when it comes to that beautiful yolk. And I work really hard throughout the week between my full-time job and homeschooling our 2 boys. So I end up getting the bougie eggs because that is what I want to do. Is it going to make a huge, severe impact to this way of eating for you? Not really. Do what you can do, do within your budget. There is plenty of time that I also just purchased the cheap white eggs, but because Costco just started having these available, it caught my interest and I purchased them. Will I be purchasing these forever? Who even knows? But this is what I'm going to go in with for this first Tuesday meal. All right, my friends, for this Tuesday night's dinner, I'm going in with some of the 75-25 frozen Aldi burger patties. I just baked them in the oven, sprinkled some Redmond salt on them, topped it with some slices of Colby Monterey Jack cheese, and I also have just one of the little serving containers of that avocado and egg mash that I just topped. I usually go in with more than 2 burgers. I'm going to see how I feel after having these 2. And, if I want more, I definitely will be taking more. But my appetite has decreased a little bit. Definitely, I'm thinking it's related to the pregnancy and just kind of how my body is changing. But I will definitely update you all and let you know if I eat more than this. But so far, this is what I'm going to go in with for this Tuesday night's dinner. Hello, my friends. It's Wednesday, January 10th, and I'm going in with my first meal. I'm going to make this really quick and rush back to work, but I only ate those 2 of the 75-25 Aldi burger patties, so I just have here the 2 that was left over. I nuked them in the microwave, threw some Colby Monterey Jack cheese on top, and this is really all I'm kind of in the mood for right now and think I will have an appetite to eat so far. If I definitely eat something else, I will update you all and let you know. Otherwise, I will see you all come dinner time. All right, my friends, for this Wednesday night's dinner, I'm going in with some baked cod. I simply just had this plain cod that I purchased from Aldi. It was frozen. I thawed it out and just seasoned it up with some Redmond salt, some paprika, some parsley, and some garlic powder. Again, if you do not have any irritations or hindrances from seasonings, you do you, I do me. And I'm going to have some plain yogurt on the side. This is going to wrap me up for this Wednesday